and the boys. They seem to spend hours in completely useless activity. That combination of new lung power, changed voices, and boundless energy is hard on the neighbors. They quarrel a lot, but the gang sticks together. They want to prove their own importance by making themselves heard.
Hey, this is Jeff.
This is Seth. And this is Kendrick.
And you're listening to A Blast from the Past podcast. Did you miss me? I'm pretty sure y'all missed me. It's okay. You don't have to hold your breath, Seth. We're live. It's okay.
I think I'm more or less more missed.
No, nobody really misses you.
Nobody misses Seth.
No. Well,
He's got the 0 misses. He talked about 4 sentences.
He's got 0
during the
likes
whole
on that
podcast.
Facebook post, so.
Fuck you.
It is what it is. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie. So we've been really, really busy. So we've been doing stuff and wanted to get a chance. We get the whole crew here.
We about to be more busy. We got a vacation coming up.
Yeah, it seems like every other weekend we got a vacation. Yeah, I don't hear it. So, but yeah, so we been pretty busy, doing a lot of stuff, work and getting stuff going here and there. This is our year of traveling, so we're doing a lot of that. But we wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about Universal Opinions. And what we mean by Universal Opinion, we mean Universal Studios Orlando. We're going to talk a little bit about what we can remember from the studios and what we liked best. And we're actually going to give our top 3 best rides and the worst ride in our experience at Universal Studios. And if we have some time, we're also going to be comparing the Universal Orlando to the Universal Studios Hollywood in California, which we were fortunate enough to go on vacation back in January. We checked out the Hollywood Universal. Pretty neat concept, much smaller park, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. So we're going to kick it off.
Wait. Before we start on the Universal crap,
What's up?
when are you going to finish that painting, bro?
That painting has been there for a minute. So I've been working on a little painting. No lie.
I don't think it's little.
Okay, it's a big painting, but I've been working on a painting for a castle, and it takes a minute, man. All right, Picasso wasn't done in one day, man.
You almost passed out last time.
I did almost pass out. I don't know, because I was on my feet for like 4 hours straight and, like literally inhaling all the fumes from the paint. So it takes a minute.
I think you need a tall chair or something that you just put up there.
Yeah, no.
Or a hazmat
possible.
suit.
Hazmat suit. Never know. But I'll get it done one day. It's a nice painting, though. I like it. All right, so let's talk about our first of all. When you think of Universal Studio, what's the first thing you think of? What do you think about?
Cokes?
Coke?
Coke.
What do you think of Coke?
Was it not the place that had a lot of Cokes? Or was that Disney?
Disney.
I mean, they both have Coke, but Universal's a Coke. It's a Coke park.
I'm talking about the one. It's probably Disney then. The one where it's just Cokes. Like you go in and it's a whole Coke place. Like you get free Coke.
Epcot.
Epcot?
Yeah, that's in Epcot.
Okay. Well,
Not the same place, sir.
Yeah.
clearly I like Disney
Wrong
more than
episode
Universal.
here.
Remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, but I will say one thing that Universal has that Disney doesn't, that I do really like, is their Coke freestyle machines.
I
So
don't think.
you can walk around and get.
Well, yeah,
your
that's true.
That's pretty cool. They don't have that at Disney.
I just don't. I think Disney overall is a better because it has so many things to do.
We're talking about Universal.
It doesn't matter. Let me compare the two at least because Disney has multiple parks while Universal only has like 2, maybe like 2 halves, right?
No,
About
they're
half,
actually
3.
about to open up the 3rd one, and
Yep.
they have their water park now.
Mm-hmm.
Epic Universe is going to be scheduled to be open in mid 2025.
Listen, Disney has 2 water parks
Yes,
already.
and they're good.
They're pretty good.
I haven't been to the Universal water park, so I can't really give any feedback on that. I would like to. I would like to do that soon.
I'm
but,
surprised we haven't.
we don't. I mean, we got passes to every water park out, so we don't ever get a chance to go. So I
Yeah.
would like to, for sure.
All right, let's get off.
I know they're super busy,
freaking
though.
Disney.
All right, yeah. So no more Disney. Quit talking about that shit.
What about
All
Seth?
right.
What comes to your mind? You
Yeah, what
say
comes to
already?
mind, Seth? What do you think of when you think of Universal Studios? Like, before you walk in the door, the first time we said, hey, we're going to go to Universal, what were you excited about? What did you know about Universal beforehand?
Basically just movies they made.
Right. So what movie comes to mind when you think of Universal?
Dang, I forgot they do that.
I have a lot. I have like
How do
Shrek.
you fucking forget they do that? That's what Universal does.
I think Universal made Nobody. Didn't they make Nobody?
Nobody? What the fuck is that?
You never heard of Nobody?
No.
Nobody's heard of
It's
Nobody.
like it's like an action movie
Sounds
where
stupid.
he's like where he like fights a bunch of Russian dudes.
Oh, the live act, like the actual movie where I hear like has family. And he
Yeah.
used to be like a
Nobody.
fucking
He's a
agent or some
nobody.
shit.
Yeah. He's a nobody.
You know, real life movie that's not a cartoon like he just fucking said.
Yeah, real life
Anyway.
movie.
Yeah, I don't sound good. Anyway,
It's not the same thing.
So
I
what's
swear
first-
it was made
what's
by
your first-
Universal though.
I don't know. Maybe NBC is Universal, by the way. Anything Peacock is Universal.
Yeah.
Everything on there?
Most of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Peacock is it's NBC, which is Universal,
They made Five Nights at Freddy's for that.
probably.
Yeah. Paramount. Or not Paramount.
No, Paramount's different.
Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount's a little different. Paramount has its
It
own.
wasn't on Paramount, Seth.
Oh, I know.
But anyhow, what's your first thought of fucking Universal?
Like I said before, I rudely interrupted.
Rudely.
Cartoons
Cartoons.
What
Movies.
cartoon did you think of?
like
What?
Kung Fu Panda,
Okay.
Shrek,
Okay. So DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. Yeah.
Yeah. So they own DreamWorks. Kenny. don't
Yes,
you do
I
that.
know that.
Okay.
Minions.
Yeah. So when you think of Universal, you thought like the Kung Fu Panda movies.
Mhm.
And what did you think the first time? Just like thinking of Universal. I know you said Coke, but that's
Yes,
Well, lame.
unreasonable.
what even Universal you're thinking of.
When I think of Universals nowadays, it's freaking Halloween Horror Nights. That's what I associate
Okay.
with it.
Mhm.
Now when you think of that, but back then you didn't know anything about Universal. You didn't know what to expect. When I remembered for the first time when I went to Universal or started talking about going to Universal was Back to the Future, E.T. and
Mhm.
Jaws. Those three things is what I associated Universal Studios with from the 90s. Didn't get a chance to go in the 90s, but that would have been really cool.
Transformers. Transformers is such like a big thing.
Now,
Not
But-
not like back in the day when we went like the first time. We had to ride Transformers for the first time, and now basically every single time we go, we ride Transformers.
yeah, now I do, yeah, because Transformers was a pretty good ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good ride. All right, so that's our first initial thought of Universal Studios. Halloween Horror Nights, that's definitely something to think about too. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But let's just break it down. Kendrick, tell me what your top three. I've got it listed over here. You said number one was Transformers. Why do you think number one Transformers?
Basically, just described why number.
Is it
one was
because your
Transformers.
first ride there, or do you think
It's
it
because
was?
it's such a good ride. You ride it multiple times. I do like its 3D too. Like the 3D makes it 10 times better.
Yeah. And what I really liked about it is that was one of the rides, and we'll talk a little bit about this too. That was one of the rides that we got to ride at Hollywood Universal Studios.
I think it was literally exactly.
It was the
same.
exact same thing,
Yeah.
which was cool because, I mean, sometimes we rode it because we weren't sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But outside, I felt like the performers becoming Transformers, it was actually out there talking.
Mhm.
I think they have a little bit more freedom and control what they can say at Hollywood versus what they do at Universal Orlando.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think you just found a lot more people more things talking.
Yeah,
Like that one bunny
like
dude.
straight talking. Yeah.
The one, was it a bunny? I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing that was talking
Yeah,
on the
dude,
balcony.
Secret Life of Pets.
We were sitting there like, wow.
So your second one you got listed, Kendrick, is Spider-Man. Why do you like that one so much?
Because he's the best superhero ever. Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man is, yes, but why did you like the Spider-Man ride? To me, it doesn't feel pretty much like
It's like Transformers.
it's the exact same thing as Transformers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the villains and
It's
stuff
the
are cooler.
same. It's
They're
the same
cooler.
thing.
They're cooler.
If you compared them side by side, I
You got Green Goblin, bro.
Yeah,
That's all you need. Didn't they do that in something else?
I liked Green Goblin throwing the flame. Remember how like the flame came up and there was like fire behind your head?
Uh-huh.
That was kind of cool.
Mhm.
But eventually, I was told.
The Jane Jonah, that was a good part.
J. Jonah Simpson or
What?
It's
J.
the
Jonah Simmons or something.
guy
like
who hates him.
Oh, the guy that's.
Goddamn Spider-Man, you know,
Oh, you're talking about the dude that.
the news reporter,
that? J.
He's
Jonah
not,
Jameson.
he's not a reporter, but he's the.
reportee,
No, he's
the main guy,
whatever you call him.
the guy who publishes,
He's the producer.
the publisher.
He's annoying. Whatever.
It's
Anyway.
pretty cool. He's like a part of it though. Like that's like
yeah,
one of the main
at the
things.
very, very end. Yeah, and in the beginning it was kind of annoying too.
Yeah, they also show like the cartoons from the 90s.
See, I mean, that is the kind of cool part of it. They actually show, they kind of throw back to old Spider-Man. It wasn't a movie Spider-Man. It was a cartoon Spider-Man.
Right.
The whole thing's based on a cartoon of Spider-Man,
Mhm.
which was a 90s cartoon, by the way. It's a throwback to the 90s.
Right.
So there's that. Yeah, third and final one, Kenny, you said Doom Freefall. What
Yes.
did you like about that?
It was one of my first ones I wrote, I think.
Yeah, but it's like, such a generic ride, though, isn't it?
No, it's like the only one version of it there.
Well, yeah, you only need one when you just free fall drop.
It was pretty tall for what it was. Seth wanted
is
to do
it
it. He was
taller
a
than
pup.
is it taller
I
than
did
the
it
other
though,
ones?
bitch.
You did not do it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he
You
did.
were
I'm
no,
pretty
he
sure
did not.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
No.
I did.
He may not have. I don't know.
No, he didn't.
I
See,
did.
I don't know if he did or not. Actually, I think about it. I don't know if he. I can't.
I don't remember him doing
I
it with
don't
me.
know.
That was like the whole thing.
He's not a very good big brother.
Uh huh.
I remember having an
Very
emotional
surprised, though.
breakdown once when I wanted to go on the ride, but I thought it was too tall.
You thought you were too tall?
Yeah, there was a sign saying you can't, like, there was like a sign that said you can't be this tall or something like that. And I was like, man, I want to go on it, but I can't. And I got all sad about it when I realized that wasn't what it meant. And Seth wanted to go on it, of course.
What ride was it?
I don't remember where.
Mm-hmm.
I don't either. I don't know if it was a Universal. All
Oh, it
right.
wasn't.
So your worst ride, Kendrick. Do you remember what you put down for your worst ride?
The
Mummy.
The Mummy.
Yeah.
It's not memorable. Like, we wrote it before, but I don't remember it at all.
We've only rode it one time. That I know for sure because I was too fat for it,
Yeah.
but I still rode it. And when I got on it, I pretty much took a deep breath, exhaled every little bit of air I had in my fucking body, and just didn't breathe for about 2.5 minutes. And I damn near
Right.
passed out. I remember that part. And I remember going into a room and the entire room catching on fire.
Yep.
And then we just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that part?
It was like a drop?
Like a drop. Like a freaking roller coaster is not supposed to do that. The
Yeah,
whole
I
room,
don't-
the track, everything just dropped like 3-4 feet.
I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, that's what it felt like. But anyway, so yeah, so you agree that's what you're going to stick with? The
Yeah.
Mummy ride? Did you like the Mummy, Seth?
There was another one, right?
We went backwards. That was cool.
Again, I'm with Kenny on this one. It wasn't such a good ride that I can remember everything about it. And I definitely have not wanted to ride it since.
Right.
Almost because I died, but other than that.
Well, it took a long time for us to want to ride it anyways. Like, we were sitting there debating, like, every single time we went, we wanted
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, we didn't watch it. We didn't ride it the first time. All right, Seth, it's your turn. So your number one ride at Universal is
I believe it's the one I'm thinking it is. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
Describe it, Brody.
I mean,
it's a journey that's forbidden. What's so hard about that?
yeah.
I think all the Harry Potter rides were good if you were, like, able to ride them.
Was that a fat joke?
No, it was just he can't go
You
on
just
some of
gonna
them.
Throw
because
that
of
out
it.
there that hey, my dad was too fat to ride the Harry Potter ride.
Not you, him.
Son of a bitch.
I wrote some of them. Just one of
I
them.
already knew
didn't-
you weren't gonna get on. He just
I wanted to.
I swear
even
you could
lost,
do it.
I lost 60 pounds in the last 7 years, and I still can't get my fat ass on that ride. So it's either made for really skinny people
or average.
or
Mhm.
average Joes, and I'm obviously never going to be an average Joe.
Right. But with it, I believe this is the one that me and Mom try to ride.
Yeah.
And, like, of course, I put it down, but it got caught somewhere it wasn't supposed to be.
And you're saying this is your favorite.
I believe I don't remember which one it is.
She's
Shut up,
like,
bro.
dude, we didn't
There's
ride
two of
it.
Okay, hold on.
We didn't
It's
ride
like-
it,
it's
but
the best ride in the world, but I fucking hated it. What does that mean?
Hold on, there's two rides. There's one I remember me and King rode.
There's
it was like a
Escape
3D
from
one.
Green Gods, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. Whichever one it was, the one I hate.
One
it
is
comes
at
down on your
Doggone Alley.
lap. Yeah.
That's the Escape. That's the bank one.
Okay.
that one was
Right.
the best one.
And the other one was inside Hogwarts.
I don't remember which
I'm
one.
pretty
it
sure
was.
that's the Forbidden Journey. 99.9% sure. That's Harry Potter's Forbidden Journey. Good.
All right, fine. Forbidden Journey is the one that I hate, and the Green Goblin one is one I like. I think. Whichever one is getting pushed down too hard on my.
You need to ride a ride again,
My
honestly,
area.
because you obviously don't remember.
You guys go
I don't
all the
remember.
time.
Your number two
Is Hulk.
is a Hulk.
That one was great.
The
I swear he
Hulk
didn't even ride it.
coaster.
I
Well,
rode
he's
it with
rode that
you,
every
bruh.
time. I would love to have ridden that.
Every
but guess
time?
what? Guess what? I'm too fat for that fucking ride too.
I remember getting
Fat
wet on
everything,
it.
bro.
Universal hates fat people. Let's just put that out there. Hashtag fat not cool.
Well, they can't have too much pressure on the ride or it might break.
Bullshit.
That's not bull. That's realism.
Bullshit.
Okay, what's your third, bro?
So my third one is E.T.
E.T. phone home.
Yeah. That one you just ride on.
Hey,
a
wait.
bike.
I want to take a second here. Hey, Kenny,
What?
do you remember when you said, what does ET stand for? Do you remember?
I don't remember what it stands for.
I remember
What?
It's not Entertainment Tonight.
What?
extraterrestrial, or how the hell you say it.
Yeah, you couldn't even say it right. That's why I didn't say it.
Oh, so that's why you didn't say it? Yeah, whatever. And then, all right, so E.T., that's also that's one of my favorites, too. I like that one. So E.T. is also one of the original rides that are there from
Mhm.
the very beginning of when Universal Studios opened. So
Right.
that's been there the whole time. It's been updated a couple times, but it's definitely one of my favorites for sure.
What do they update about it? The bikes?
No, I just clean it up, make sure it's all repainted, and make sure all the lights are
Guys, we got
working.
the new
Aliens are all mess.
dirt
make
bike.
Sure they're all good.
You can ride a dirt bike on it now.
No, that's one of my favorite rides.
Yeah, some I don't really. I think this one in the movie, but at the end of it, he like went back to his planet and we saw the planet.
Right. That's the whole thing. Is you go to ET's planet in this ride.
Yeah, but in the
Supposedly they're
movie,
part of
it's not.
Star Wars.
What?
What?
In Star Wars, there's a move in part of the movie you can see them, the aliens from his planet in the movie
I don't know what the hell you
talking to people.
talking about.
I swear to God, in a Star Wars movie,
Nobody is maybe
you can
Ewok.
see
Ewoks are
ET
different.
ET species
No, you
doing
bullshit.
stuff.
You
No,
crazy
bro.
shit. All right, and then Seth, you said the worst ride that Universal has for you is you think
He thinks a lot.
he thinks is the Escape from Gringotts.
Yeah, guess
Right.
when you push them like down on your legs, and then we went too far.
I don't know.
I was fine.
Seems kind of weird, but is what it is,
It was a little
right?
bumpy. We were in the air.
You didn't
Right.
ride that one with me. It was just me and mom.
I don't know.
Mom didn't go on.
The one I was
If
talking
you-
about,
if it
I
hurt-
couldn't
if
fit in with
If it
me
was
and Mom
hurting
were
your
on.
no spot, she would
No.
not be able to get on, Brody.
No spot.
Yeah, I didn't go on it, so I had to get off of it.
No spot.
That's why
All
I
right.
said I hated the ride.
So I did
So
ride.
we're going to do the obviously the most important one is mine, like
Right.
my favorite rides.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're
we're
the
going to do this
expert.
one. Yeah, I'm the expert. I'm the theme park expert. Number 1, Universal ride, Jurassic Park. So Jurassic Park, the water river adventure,
Mhm.
right, at Universal Studios
Why do you like that one?
because it's awesome.
But you get wet. And you
So?
don't like getting wet.
I don't mind being wet. I just don't like getting soaked.
You like getting wet, huh?
I just don't want to be soaked. And we'll talk about that here in a minute on my worst ride. You guys could probably already guess what the worst ride of my fucking I hate at Universal. You'll guess it. But anyway, Jurassic Park, awesome. Everybody already knows I'm a Jurassic Park fan.
Mm-hmm.
Love Jurassic Park. And then when I get on that ride, it's like and that's one of the originals as well. And I think that a whole section's cool. You get to see the raptors. You can go through all that. You got the digging section where you can go check all that stuff out.
That's the best.
The whole thing's cool. I think I like it. And then number 2. Number 2 is Kong. Kong.
I think the one in Hollywood was better, and it was like a part of a different ride.
Right, that was a different experience on it, but it was the exact same ride. However, I rode this ride recently in the last month,
You didn't like it as much?
and you no longer have to wear the 3D glasses.
Oh,
What?
cool.
Yeah, so they take
How
away the
does that work?
glasses. It just,
The same way it
it's
worked
not
in the other
3D.
Universal.
Yeah, you're just not in 3D.
But it was 3D, so they would have to remove all the 3D parts and
They
then
did.
put normal stuff in.
They did.
They did.
Yeah, it's all.
But you don't
standard.
think the 3D better?
Well, I mean, I liked it 3D, but apparently they said that there was issues. I don't know. It did seem like it broke down all the time. Every time we were there, it was always breaking down. So
Mhm.
Sounds
there
like
was-
budget cuts to me.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So number 2 is Kong. Number 3, I have to agree with Kendrick. Spider-Man. Spider-Man was probably my third favorite, only because
Wasn't this the man that was debating on me about Spider-Man?
no, I said Spider-Man and Transformers was the same kind of ride. to me, I think if you're going to have two different superhero rides, they should be fucking different.
They are
That's all I'm
different.
saying.
They're a different
No.
story.
The different concept. Like these are big attractions. Like these are the big deals.
Yeah, but like if you're going there, I'd
And
go.
Transformers is newer. Spider-Man was there first.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So why would they make Transformers based on Spider-Man technology?
somebody came. They were like, "Hey, yo, what if we did a one where they shoot each other instead of shooting webs?" Essentially,
What?
I didn't even like it. Like it wasn't even that great. I didn't much care for it.
it was fun.
I mean, I like it,
The Bumblebee.
but it's definitely not my top. Not my top. And I love Transformers. Don't get me wrong. I went and seen the first Transformer movie. I was there at fucking 1:00 in the morning, the grand opening night. I love Transformers. But the ride, to me, they should have made something even more different with that. That could have been a cool ride to be both 3D and real, like going through like a Kong, how you went
Yeah.
through a 3D and then at the very end you went around a corner and you seen Kong, like his big ass head. That would be cool if they did something with Transformers. Why wouldn't they do that? I don't know.
Okay.
They could have did that. Now,
Why did it sound like Chris just now?
now the moment,
Oh.
the worst ride, in my opinion, at Universal Studios is
Oh
the
my
damn
God.
Popeye the Sailor Man raft ride. I absolutely think that's stupid. How wet
He
you get
definitely
on that
he got
freaking
stranded,
ride.
bro, in the river.
It was horrible. Like horrible. And, you know, even the last, I rode it again last month.
Why'd you ride it again?
I had family in. I wanted to
wanted
to chill out and hang out with
that's
them.
what they make you.
That's what they wanted to ride because it was a hot day, and they're like, "Hey, let's ride this." I'm like, "All right, cool."
and
I
supposedly
forgot.
you didn't get wet.
You ever forget? I fucking forgot.
never
I got
rode
on
it.
this thing, put all our shit in the middle, and I'm like, I should have thought there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to avoid as much rain or as much water as I can, and then we get going and. First, right around the curb, man. Right, got my ass right around the first curb, and I had pants on. Like an
Sam was
idiot.
on it too.
All of us went on it.
How big is the ride?
It holds 12 people.
Oh, is it the one where
The
you're like
big raft.
inside the thing?
Yeah, it's a big raft. It's
Oh, I
around.
was thinking like wood.
It looks
like
like
a raft.
wood. No,
Have we rode it?
hell yeah,
we
rode it.
rode it.
Why
I know
wouldn't
what
we
he's
rode it?
talking
I don't
about
remember
now.
riding it.
It's like the
It's a
yellow
big-
raft.
It's like It's like the Raging Rapids at Holiday World, back in the day. Like you
I
sit
know what
around, you're paired 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, and you hold on to the center console of this thing, and you're going in a big river raft, and you're going down this big river, and, and all the water shoots at you, and you go underneath an entire fucking waterfall, which normally should shut off. But it didn't shut off with our ass. We walk right underneath it, and it just, I mean, it's 13,000 gallons
Was it
of
not
water.
that
right on
hot
your
that
fucking-
day? You didn't.
It wasn't hot enough to where I was going to fucking drown. No, there was no reason to have
You
that
weren't gonna
much water.
drown.
It was pretty damn hot.
Okay.
Thankfully, my fat ass floats. So
We were out. Well, Seth was at work. I didn't want to go.
Yeah, I said I don't ride it because I don't remember riding it at all.
yeah, well, Seth didn't even go with us that time anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
saying
I
he
was
didn't,
working.
and I didn't do it either because I just didn't want to.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, you know,
Knew we were gonna get wet.
that's the worst one. But I mean, overall, Universal, I think it's fun. And let's talk for a second and compare Universal Orlando to Universal Hollywood. Now, first thought when we talked about going to Universal Hollywood, what did you think?
Why?
From the pictures and everything, I thought it was really cool, but I really wanted to see what Super Mario Land was like.
Well, I didn't know it was a
Right.
thing at first. I forgot it was even a thing. I thought they only had it in like Japan or something.
What,
Mario.
Mario World?
Yeah.
It's been on Facebook and shit for like the last year.
I ain't
and a
got
half.
Facebook.
Oh, forgot you're a kid. But anyhow, so yeah, so well, you know, we were on vacation, right? And we were in the middle of our vacation. We're like, hey, let's do something different. We were in Vegas.
Yep.
We're in Las Vegas, and then we were like, hey, let's do something different. And so we looked it up, and it was a 4-hour drive from our hotel. When we were staying at Mirage, and I'm like, hey, that's a 4-hour drive. That's cool. I'm down for that. And so we took a little vacation. Yeah, a little road trip right in the middle of our vacation. We were like, hey, let's go to California. Boys never been to
Yep.
California. So
LA was trash.
yeah.
Freaking hated it.
Why did you hate it?
I don't like
California
it at all.
isn't trash.
Everybody there looks like they're gonna rob you for no reason, and
What?
then they don't
we
have
weren't. We weren't even in
bathrooms.
Compton. You act like you're in Compton.
No,
Compton
because
is
They
that's
didn't have
where.
bathrooms there.
like just walking around.
I remember
like
that.
even in the rich area, I thought I was gonna get robbed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Saw a guy riding a bike, I get scared.
whatever. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not that bad. And we were at night though, so I mean, I guess
The
maybe
first
that's where
store
you
we
were
walked
more-
into, I thought
It
we were
was
dead.
at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and she's over here searching for woman products. I'm like, bro, we do not need to be in here for this. You do not need to be here getting this crap right now. There's people.
Whatever, dude. California's not too bad. I think it'd been fun. I've been to Anaheim. Now I've been to Los Angeles and Hollywood. I thought it was all right. I'd
Like,
go
bro,
back, but I don't know if I'd
I
do
stay in the
Universal.
car usually, but I got too scared to stay in the car. I thought we were gonna get robbed or something, so I just went inside with
No,
you
the
guys.
safest places besides Dad.
Mhm.
If he gets shot, we all get shot. It's okay. They take him out. They take us all out. That's how you thought about it.
I saw a girl that was good looking. I was like, dude, we're dead. Somebody's gonna be trying to protect somebody. I don't know.
It is what it is. So when we got to the hotel,
Mhm.
right? I do remember getting to the hotel. We stayed there on property, so we stayed literally in the backyard of the park.
Dude, that was more scary, bro. There was nobody there.
It was definitely. It felt like it was a dead time of. It was dead time of year. I mean, it was
Yeah.
really slow. It was kind of chilly.
There's
Mhm.
a lot of people at Universal, but we went super early, so it wasn't
Yeah,
first.
because we just had to be there first. We had to be the first people in there that
Oh,
morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
that got us the restaurant reservation. So
True. That's true. We wouldn't have got to do that if we didn't get in there early enough. That's for true.
Yeah.
But I think, so your first thought when you seen Universal, you were excited because you were going to do the whole
Mario Land.
Mario Land. Now, let me ask you this though. I mean, do you feel like the Mario
only good
World
part.
experience? I mean, do you feel like that was worth it?
yes.
Yeah.
Food wise, it was worth it. Everything
So
else
the
was a
experience
bonus.
at Universal in Hollywood is definitely, if you had a chance to go again and just do Universal by itself, would you do it?
No.
Wait, without
Okay.
Mario Land?
Well, no, with Mario Land.
Oh, with Mario.
Imagine,
Okay, yeah.
imagine it without it though.
Fuck
They're gonna
no.
have one here now,
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna
so it
be-
don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. Universal's Epic Studios opening
Mhm.
in summer 2025.
I
What
thought
the
it
hell
was
was that?
called Epic
That's how
World.
quick it is.
Huh?
That's how quick.
Yeah,
it's gonna
middle next year it's going to be coming.
be? Middle.
Or, middle. Summer of 2025. Yeah.
So same
2025.
time now.
Yeah.
But next year.
That's
1 full year. Calendar, 365 days. 1
dang.
year. However, they're opening a brand new land in Universal Orlando this week.
Wait, you said they're having like
Called DreamWorks.
a whole new area, like a whole new park, right? So are they
Yes.
gonna have that Mario there?
They are.
That's
but
where
that's a
they're
whole
doing it. All
park.
right.
But the existing park, Universal Studios, is opening a new land. Are you following?
Uh-huh.
A new land called DreamWorks.
So just a bunch of DreamWorks stuff.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
got Shrek, Kung Fu Panda.
Shrek's already there.
No,
Not our world.
not like an actual Shrek world area, like a section.
Oh, like we have Donkey. He be talking.
Okay.
Yeah, but we
He's
don't
not
have
there
the
no more.
actual-
They moved him out. 'cause
They
put-
moved him.
They moved
Oh.
it because they put the Minion stuff in there.
They
Aw.
have. They do have
You
them.
don't remember? Why?
They
You
have.
were just there, Seth. Like not even 2 months ago.
Oh,
How
Oh
do you not
man,
remember
dude,
that?
when they do that, man,
We walked by it. You
No,
rode
they
the
have-
ride.
they have-
You rode the ride that made them kick them out.
Oh, the one you
Donkey's still
said
in
shoot?
Holly.
Yes,
Oh.
that used to be the Shrek show.
Damn. I don't
Donkey
remember
is
that.
still in the other one though. That's guaranteed. I see it on TikTok all the time.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Yes, but now he's literally in Shrek's swamp.
Yeah.
So now there's a whole section of Shrek swamp.
That's cool.
There's a lot of p at the end of that one.
I might have to go back when they opened up the Mario part.
That's supposed to be next year, and it's going to be crazy ass busy for at least the first 2 or 3 months.
Yep.
Probably won't get to do that until maybe October of next year, 2 or 3 months after they open.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We could go from our birthday.
I don't know about it. I don't know if I can make it.
What do you mean? In November.
Oh, I don't know if I can make it.
Is that
anyway.
or-
So no, Universal Hollywood definitely has a different feel than what Universal Studios in Orlando has.
Mm-hmm.
Much smaller, which I expected because Hollywood is very small. However, they did have one significant different ride was the tour. I did like the tour, getting
Yeah.
on the bus tour and kind of going around. That was kind of cool.
The movie
the
one.
jaw part.
Yeah, the Jaws and to go through like the amenity horror.
There was a guy who came out with a knife.
Yeah,
That was pretty
from-
cool.
Yeah, that was from the hotel Banks. The what do you-
Our person that was on the bus, she was
hotel.
pretty cool.
Banks. What do you mean Banks?
not Banks.
Talking
but
about next stop.
Oh, the
Supposedly-
one where he killed his mom and he
Yeah.
like.
Supposedly you can
Went to
actually
the
meet
fence.
a lot of actors
Yeah.
Like I've seen
Bates.
videos of like them meeting young
Bates, yeah.
Sheldon and stuff.
Not Banks, Bates.
Bates, yeah,
Bates Hotel.
Like
Hotel.
young Sheldon was there.
So I think
That would've
that's
been
probably
cool.
that was
Young
a cool,
Sheldon.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Sheldon was.
that was a
yeah,
cool concept. I like that part of it. That
Mhm.
was worth it, and it was an hour ride. It looked like a 45-minute ride.
Yeah, our
So that was
Yeah.
worth it. But if we went back, would you see different stuff? I don't know. I remember seeing the airplane section. That
I'd
was kinda
drive
cool.
away.
that was cool.
That was pretty neat. And then the Jaws section was fantastic because I
Yeah.
didn't get to see the original Jaws.
Well, the first thing you walk into is you see a freaking Mario store, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And then you go further in, and then you start getting to the Mario world, and there's like cups and popcorn cups you can get. I'm like, bro.
Mhm.
No, it got. I mean, I will say one thing. Universal Hollywood's definitely figured out the art of selling shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we more or less we bought 2 hats that were like $40
as soon as you got in-
each.
yeah, as soon as you got in that thing. So let's talk a little bit about that world, right? So the Mario world.
Mhm.
So we were the first. We got to go on that ride almost immediately. We got to eat at the Mushroom Cafe.
The
Mhm.
ride
Yeah. So what did you think of
wasn't
the ride?
that fun.
I like.
Like it was it was Toy Story. You just shoot.
I mean, it's a
It was-
different concept.
Yeah, it was
though.
very different.
I mean, no, it's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
but
have
it's
to
just
say
the
the
mini game
ride-
shooting the thing.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I knew that in advance, but the way they do it, where you're putting on an actual
Did
Like,
they have,
mask,
did they
and you
have
got
2
the-
rides, right?
no, it's just
They
one.
only one.
Just
They only got
ride.
one.
Yeah, just one. This
Yeah.
one at Universal here in Orlando is supposed to have 3.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and that one's supposed to have a roller coaster with Donkey Kong.
Mm.
So that's gonna be cool. So
Are they gonna have go karts?
they're supposed to have the same ride as Universal Hollywood. Yeah, we'll be here.
Hmm.
So they'll have that, and they have a bigger restaurant there.
We're gonna have to go to the restaurant too.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
they'll have
so-
different items.
So we did walk around that, right? We got to
Mhm.
go through the tunnel. The tunnel was cool. All that stuff was pretty awesome. So big props to Universal for making that whole section. Now, what was crazy is, remember the walk to get there?
Yeah.
Dude, there was a whole
There's like 3 escalators all the way down. It took us a good
and they
30
weren't on
minutes.
either, weren't they?
Some of them were on, but a good 30 minutes just to get from the top of the mountain, which the whole Universal is literally on a mountain.
It's
in
basically all
Hollywood.
Mhm.
closed too because it was
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah. So we were like literally going down, and I just remember getting down there, and everybody got in that early. We all paid extra. I think it was an extra $115 per person to get in,
Yeah.
just specifically to get into the Mario World, because when a grand opening happened, it was a 4-hour wait to get into the area,
Dang.
Mm.
not to actually ride, but 4 hours to get into the area.
Wow.
Well, I tell you, I feel like it was pretty small for what it was.
It was the whole place is very small, in my opinion.
But
It was
I,
cool, though.
I kind of regret not staying there for longer so we could take pictures with the characters.
I don't think we've seen any. I didn't see any.
The
characters.
characters
We're
came out later on. We were just too early.
Okay. Well, you would think if everybody paid that kind of money, that we would have our own character show.
Yeah.
Take note, Universal.
They weren't even like
That's
open. Half the areas weren't even open.
Yeah.
Why would the actors be ready?
Yeah, I didn't like that part. So that's something I need to take note on, because I think that's kind of ridiculous.
Mhm.
But anyway, so that's a cool part of it. So I would, the second biggest awesome part about Universal is, they do have a Harry Potter section.
Mhm.
Very
Did we
small.
go?
We did. We walked in and we pretty much walked right back out.
Yeah.
Very small.
I remember it was tunnels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we did see they do have a DreamWorks theater, which we've
Yeah.
seen the Kung Fu Panda show,
Mhm.
which was pretty much vibrating seats.
It was horrible.
I liked
was,
it.
It was
Yeah,
an
like a nice
off-brand
little-
version of the Muppets ride. It was
What?
the Muppets ride.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
And then they shoot something, and every time they shoot something, it's always in the wall somewhere.
No.
Like the Mickey Mouse shooting
Donald.
whatever, and
Donald Duck.
he said
Whatever.
stuck in the wall.
It was a good. It's good though. It was fun.
I did.
It was
I don't
fun.
think I was
with
listening.
little kids it would have been more fun.
Mhm.
And I mean the chairs were crazy. They moved around the whole time. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that was a neat experience. The food was okay.
Mhm.
Now
Food was great.
I will say one.
Best part.
Yeah, Seth got an awesome bread bowl with chili in it.
Mhm.
That was
I thought
pretty
bro
sick.
got a meatball.
No, well he did. That was at the restaurant.
No, he got a meatball.
You
No,
got
you
a
got
meatball.
meatball. I
You got
the,
a spicy meatball, Seth.
It wasn't a meatball. It was,
It was
legit,
it was a giant spicy
meat,
meatball.
It was a giant meatloaf that was spicy.
Dude, it was called
was a
Bowser's
meatball.
meatball.
Yeah, it was a Bowser's meatball.
That's what it's
That
called.
was
It
a
is called Bowser's
Bowser's
Challenge.
meatball challenge. Yes.
It was a meatball.
And
I got a
you-
Said
burger,
nothing about
didn't I?
meatball in it.
Yeah, huh?
I got a burger.
You got a
Yeah,
burger.
you got a burger.
Had Mario on it.
Sam got
Yeah.
some stupid crap.
She got a soup.
Mushroom soup.
Yeah,
Mushroom soup.
yeah, and she got a cool little bowl with it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you didn't get anything, or what did you get?
I got a burger.
You got spaghetti.
You did.
Oh, I did. I got meatball. I got mini meatballs.
that
Yeah,
was the
mini-
worst.
that's
Regular
why-
size meatballs.
Yeah.
That was the worst
we also
looking one
had-
out of all of them.
Yeah.
'cause it's
Yeah.
the smallest.
Yeah, it was
We
very-
also had like
it was plain
small
Jane for sure.
mushroom, but it was like Parmesan cheese with bread, and we dipped it in the sauce.
Right.
Those are good,
But mine, I had the Bowser challenge, which that had like
dude.
big
He was
finger
dying. He barely
and,
ate
like
it.
the the pretzel of Bowser with the hot sauce.
I don't
shit.
think you ate the pretzel.
I ate everything off that plate, bro.
Swear to God, he didn't eat the pretzel part.
I ate everything off that plate. And the thing with bullshit is that it says you get to keep the freaking like bowl with it. But after I did it, they were like,
You had
"Oh,
to
we
pay
don't keep the
extra.
bowl. You have to pay extra." I was like, "What the fuck? They didn't tell me that. If I had known that, I would have done that." So fucking ruin my.
It's whatever.
life.
We
being
got
this
the
shit.
mushroom anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
it was cool. It was
Yeah, it
that
was
was that was definitely worth the timing.
Yeah.
We would have not been able to eat there if we wouldn't got there that early. So.
Right.
All right, before we get too off top, let's talk about Halloween Horror Nights. The best part of Universal.
So we're just gonna come back to Orlando that quick. We just
Yes,
flew,
yes,
we just
dude.
flew back from California.
That's all there was.
that fast.
Was the Mario part. That was the only thing
True.
different, in my opinion.
Yeah,
There's only
we did
50.
not
There was-
get to ride the Jurassic World ride.
There was more
Right.
kid parts
yeah,
than
I wanted to do the Jurassic. Well, you didn't even talk about the fucking Life of Pets.
Oh yeah, the shit me and Mom couldn't ride. Yeah.
you couldn't ride it.
Yeah. I remember freaking me and her sitting there.
Yeah, no,
and
I didn't
just,
like it.
She put it
Yeah,
down. I put it
didn't
down.
like it. It
They
was
went
like,
there
they're
walk
like, "Oh,
through
you
like a
can't."
giant line.
it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
It wasn't
They're
that
like, "You
great.
can't ride it."
It was
And I
not
was
that
like,
good.
"What? Why not?" And
Yeah,
then
we
you
went
two
through the
rode
whole
it. And I
thing.
was like, "What the fuck?" He's bigger than me and
Yeah,
mine, bro.
I didn't much care for.
I don't
I
know how
just
you
got
got
in.
on
I
it.
just popped it and went. Took a deep breath.
Y'all didn't try
exhaled.
hard enough.
Yeah.
I went pop pop.
I mean,
So
when I'm on
I
a
mean,
You
ride,
couldn't get in it.
when I'm on a ride, I go for
No,
the pain.
I sat
man.
down. We got in it. It's just we couldn't put the shit down.
Yeah,
I think you could have.
yeah, they could have.
No.
They really
Like if
wanted to.
Sam
They were
wasn't
just
there,
they
you
sucking
could've.
it in. They just sucked it in. They should have sucked it in.
I was like, "You're gonna get to the red part." I was like, "Okay." So I pushed all the way through. I got to the red part. I was like, "Man, fuck this." I got out.
So you just didn't want to do it, essentially.
It wasn't that great. Anyway, it was
It
all right.
wasn't.
If you're a
It
little
wasn't
kid,
funny.
maybe. For us,
Yeah.
not so much. But all right, so okay, we just flew back to Orlando. Now, what the fuck are you trying to talk about?
Halloween Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights. What do you know about that?
The first one we went to wasn't as great as I wanted it to
It
be.
had
because,
great. It had great freaking
all
rooms
right,
and
Mr.
stuff.
COVID.
Yeah.
But
What?
COVID is what fucked it up.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
You had a mask on.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember they all had masks on and tried to scare
So
me.
that's what fucked it up for you guys, for sure.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is the best.
Beetlejuice was
Beetlejuice
good.
was the
Stranger
best, yeah.
Things is pretty good too.
Mm.
Stranger Things is pretty awesome.
Don't know what the hell was else.
The Last of Us.
Chucky.
The Last
And
of Us
Chucky.
was horrible.
Last of Us? What?
Horrible.
That big motherfucker, the bloater shit, that shit was following me. I remember that.
It was just not a good. Like it's supposed to be scary, right? But I was just sitting there like,
Whatever.
this doesn't even look
Yeah,
right.
it was cool, but like,
You overanalyze shit.
Yeah, you
just
It wasn't a
enjoy it.
horror type game.
yes, it was.
You
Not
weren't
the things
enjoying
they
it.
did.
You weren't enjoying it. Stranger Things was wicked. Loved it.
Yeah, I love that. That was dope.
And I hope this is the second time they've done that. Hopefully they do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they already do it?
They did it twice now.
Yeah.
So another really cool in this one was the Yeti ride. Remember the Yeti? When you walked through in the
Oh, yeah, where,
abominable
like, they
snowman
ate the
Yeti?
babies or
yeah,
whatever.
That was one
dude,
of the
that
better
was
ones.
great. That was a good one. And I
The
wasn't expecting how good it was.
Frankenstein one was really good.
See,
Frankenstein's
Frankenstein's
wife.
every year. Every year that's there.
I like
that freaking
Frankenstein's.
bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bride of
I
Frankenstein.
like
Bride
the whole
Frankenstein.
the whole setup in there was cool.
That was cool. And it
That was
smells
cool, yeah.
like weird. When
Yeah.
you walk in, it smells like old.
I remember I scared the shit out of myself. I touched that big gargoyle thing. I went back. I was like, oh shit, someone touched me.
So you guys didn't get to see it, but I went to the Ghostbuster one.
Ooh.
Where?
That was there. That was the
When?
first year. The first year I went.
Why?
It was fucking amazing.
You sure I did not go with you?
I'm pretty sure because I wasn't sure I was going to like it, and I sure
Mm-hmm.
as hell wasn't going to pay for 4 people to not like it.
Right.
Wait, you went? Why? What do
It
you
was
mean?
me and mom. Me and mom went to the first year. Just her and me, and we went, and that's when I seen Stranger Things, and that's when I fell in love with Halloween Horror Nights. Now, we've done Halloween Horror Nights 3 out of the last 4 years.
Mhm.
So the
I don't
one
know
year
about
we
doing it
skipped,
this
the one
year.
I'm going to do it again this year.
Depends on if
I'm
it's
going to do it
it.
again.
If it's it,
I'm
I'll
trying
do
to,
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell that video was about.
Yeah, I mean it might be it. That could be it.
The best one we've gone to is last time because Dawson was here.
That was pretty fun. I mean, we'll get to do the whole thing again.
Chucky
Maybe it'll
was
come
really
down.
cool.
Chucky
that was,
was
the
good.
best one.
Chucky was the longest one we waited for.
Yeah.
It was
Best
worth
one.
it. It was worth it.
I don't know about What was the other ones?
That's pretty much. We did the
Chucky
the tooth.
and what?
There was like a Tooth Fairy one.
Was there?
Oh yeah, we did Tooth Fairy. Yeah,
I don't know if you like that one, but the Tooth Fairy
that
one.
one wasn't that good.
There was one other good one.
The food was awesome.
yeah.
It was also
And hey, let's
Didn't we
talk
have
about.
Carolina Reaper?
Yeah, that was the
chips?
first time. But
I
let's,
swear we did it the second time
I
too.
don't know if you did a second time. Let's talk about that fucking night show.
Oh my god,
Yes, the night show.
What?
the one where
The
the ladies come up, they start like
Oh, to
Yeah.
scare people?
Yeah,
That was a pretty good one. They didn't have COVID. Like
No, I
the
mean, when
first
we
time
went-
wasn't good. The second time that was.
oh,
pretty
that
good.
show was amazing.
yeah.
Chainsaws.
No, I'm talking about the show.
I'm talking about overall, like the
goth
people
show,
walking
the one-
around.
the
We're
one with the
talking about the
nightmare.
gothic nightmare.
You mean the sex show?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not a sex show.
It was a sex
Yes, it
show.
is.
No, it wasn't a sex show.
We sat up there. They were having sex on the bed like three
they
different
were
times.
not. They haven't. They were not even.
They were.
were-
She kept disappearing
This
because
is-
she kept going in the room with somebody.
True.
Okay, I mean that might be true. She might have been in there with a couple guys. I don't know, but it wasn't a sex show for God's sake. What the
It
hell,
was a
man?
sex show.
What were you watching the same show we were?
I was watching with
You were
Dawson. He was
imagining
pointing out a lot
something.
more stuff than he should have.
Yeah.
He's like, I know that one.
Oh my God! Yeah.
No, it was an awesome show, and it gets better every single year, and it's good. It gets good. I like
Yeah.
the.
I like
fucking-
the first one other than the second one.
Oh, I thought it was cool.
The
Now
first
the
one.
walkthrough stuff that you were talking about,
Mhm.
the first year I went, that was sick. They had Rob Zombie section,
Mm.
and you walk through like
But like the
pure
Stranger
hell.
Things, like just the dead people walking around were cool as hell.
Yeah,
The one
Right,
that would
the
chase you
zombies.
and
like the
stuff.
'70s.
Wasn't it like the hippie
Remember the
zombies?
hippie?
The ones where
Yeah.
they were dancing was pretty funny. The
Yeah.
ones where the trees and stuff, they're like,
Yeah, that was
walking
weird.
around.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird.
but it had like mist, so it was cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of it. And then the other section, I forget what the third section was near the front. I think it was
Clowns, probably.
maybe might have been something like.
I know
that.
they were scaring Sam the entire time.
Yeah, yeah. I don't usually jump scare. So
Forget.
I'm not too.
I don't
big
think
on it.
any of us got scared during the entire 3 times that we went.
No, not too bad. Not too bad. But anyhow, I mean,
Well, I
yeah.
got scared
so,
a little bit.
Yeah,
Wow.
you scared yourself.
Yeah.
Chucky, I about died in Chucky. I wasn't scared, but I was just,
scared
Bro,
shitless.
do you remember when we stayed at the hotel? We always stayed at the hotel, right? The night before.
Right.
Remember when we took Kenny's candy ass to the hotel to see the Chucky pre thing, like the prequel?
Oh yeah, and he
game?
didn't go.
And we walk out, and this kid would not walk in to the fucking Chucky pre-show because
Yeah.
he was,
they think I was scared. I just didn't want to go in there.
bro. You were scared. Don't even lie.
I just didn't want to go.
Fucking scared.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
scared.
No,
Chuck
he was
that
trying.
shit
He was trying to do illegal crap.
Whatever.
And
what
I
was
didn't wanna
illegal
do
about
it.
it? We
What
were
do you mean
staying at a
illegal?
hotel.
There was like ticket thing or
There
something
was
like that. and
4
we
of us
didn't
in the
have it.
hotel, and there was 5 of us staying.
Yeah,
Right.
so he was trying to do some
I
unlawful
was going to get
stuff.
the 5th person in to watch this prequel show, which doesn't cost anything, by the way.
And
Right.
All they want to see is a
as,
ticket.
Okay, listen. As the 5th person, I was like, "All right, you 4 just go."
You're so full of shit. You're scared of Chucky. I don't hear what you said. Crybaby.
Uh huh.
Anyway, but yeah, so I mean that's it. That's pretty much the wrap up. I wanted to get an opportunity. Everybody's got a feedback on it. We like Universal Studios. Hollywood was definitely a different experience. I wouldn't mind to go back. I would definitely tie it into another trip. I'm not going back just to stay at that one.
Right.
Disney's better.
Disney is bad, and one of these
unless you go to Japanese Universal. I think that would be really cool.
maybe.
Yeah.
Now I will say that you guys have not been to Disneyland in California, so when
Trash.
you don't know that. I love.
said it was trash.
No, I never said it was trash. I love Disneyland.
It was trash.
It was small.
It was small. There's
It
nothing
was
to do.
very small, but it was definitely.
Universal
my opinion,
Japan.
it was definitely better than Hollywood Universal.
Yeah.
Universal Japan has anime food places.
Yeah, I want to go there.
That would be amazing.
Whatever. I don't know anything about that. But anyhow,
could
it
eat
is
you.
what it is. Well, when you get rich, you can take me.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, as always, we thank you guys for listening. We'll tune in for the next time. We're going to be talking a little bit about Disney. All right, we'll see you guys later. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of A Blast from the Past podcast, brought to you by Decades Music and Entertainment.
New episodes dropping every Thursday.
Yeah!